Hi guys, this is Ryan Miner. Today I'm going to be teaching you the Michael Bolton version of I Can Go the Distance, the guitar solo from Disney's Hercules. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over the chords, we're going to go over the solo bit by bit, and then we're going to put it all together in the end. So if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe, like everything, and feel free to download my music for free over on Reverb Nation. Search anything for Ryan Miner Guitar. So here we go. We start off in the key of G sharp minor. And that's a minor chord on the 4th fret of your low E string. So we're going to go G sharp minor. We're going to go F sharp with an A sharp in the bass. And then we're going to go B major. Now if you need to go look up these chords, that's fine. The only one that I think is tricky in this entire song is, maybe some people don't know, the F sharp with the A sharp in the bass. It's just an inversion of F sharp. So you could play an F sharp if you wanted to. It's just adding this A sharp in the bass. So it's a shape similar to a D, shifted up to F sharp, and you're barring the notes behind it and adding the A sharp in the bass. So if you don't know, go look that up. It's a cool chord and it's a cool way to play stuff around the neck. Anyway, so we have our G sharp minor, we have our F sharp with the A sharp in the bass, and then we've got our B major. So it's going to go through those 3 chords twice before it changes. Okay, now after you play that twice, it's going to take the entire key and shift it up from G sharp minor to B minor, so going up to the relative. So all you're going to do is you're going to play the same exact thing you just played, but shift it up 3 frets this way. So you're going to take it from G sharp to B minor. And I mean G sharp minor every time I say G sharp, I'm sorry. So B minor, you take that same shape for the F sharp with the A sharp in the bass. You're going to do A with the C sharp in the bass. Same shape. You could do it here too. Do it here. Do it here. However you want to play it. Or you can just play regular A if you want to. We go B, A with a C sharp in the bass, and then a D. So you play that once. So all together we have this so far. We have G sharp, F sharp with an A sharp, B major, second time. And then it transposes, then we have a B minor. Then we have an A with a C sharp in the bass and a D. And then it goes to a B minor. And then it slides all the way up to a G minor, I'm sorry. Let's give it a little bit of tension before going back down to the D. Holds on that. And then it goes to an A. You can suspend it any way you'd like. If you wanted to add a 4th to it, you wanted to add a 2nd, that'd be a 4th. Or you can add a 2nd. Give it a little flavor. You don't have to, you can just play an A if you want to. But all together, this is the entire chord progression for the solo, so here we go. And that's it. Now that you know the chords, we're going to be taking a look at the solo. The solo is going to be showing up right below here, so you'll be able to follow along. Stay tuned. Okay guys, now we're going to get into the solo. I'm not going to really go into the theory behind everything, but hopefully soon I'll be doing some sort of a theory video if you need to learn where all of this is coming from, or the names of the notes or anything like that. I will go into that in a separate video. This is the first one. There's plenty of information out there about that. So I'm just going to go through and show you how to play the solo without too much background information. I know some of you are very interested in that, some people don't care, so I'm not going to go into it. We're going to start off in the 8th fret of the G string. We're going to play the 7th fret of the B string, and then we're going to take that 7th fret, hammer onto the 9th fret on the B string. Those notes that we're playing are D sharp, F sharp, and G sharp. And we're going to go back down from there to the 7th fret on the B string and slide into the 8th fret on the G string. Now as you're playing all of this, you are more than welcome to just give it as much style and attitude as you can, because it sounds a lot better than just playing it like you would on a piano. Boring. That's a lot more fun. So that's that first phrase, and that's going over the G sharp, F sharp with the A sharp in the bass, and B major. Now, that was the first time. Second time through that chord progression, you're going to play this second phrase, which is 14 on the B string, bent up to 16. And we're going to do that a few times. Now you can pick all of those bends if you want, or you could just bend them in the same bend. And on that fourth time, you're going to go up and grab that F sharp on the E string while it's still bent, and then bend down from 16th to 14th, and then you're going to take B on the B string, which is 12th fret, and hammer on to 14th, and then pull off to 12 again. So all together, it starts like this. Pretty easy. Now we're going to our second part, starting here, with the transposition of the chords from G sharp to B minor. So it's G sharp minor, the first chord progression, and now we're going to move it up. We're in B minor now, which means it's serious. So we're going to slide into the 16th fret. We're going to play the 15th fret on the B string, and then we're going to take the 17th fret on the E string, which is an A, and bend it up to a B. Now that's the bend we're looking for. And we're going to take that and bend it and release it. Play another B, play another A, and then we're going to go to the 14th fret on the E string, which is our F sharp. Now you can either play it up there on the E string, or you can slide into it on the B string. Sometimes it's a little easier to dig into that. Give it a little more vibrato, a little bit of a harmonic there. So that's that first phrase. There you go. Next phrase. This is over the B minor to the G minor. So we're going to play that 16th fret on the G string again, and then we're going to play the D string, or the D on the B string, sorry, 15th fret, and then go back down to the 16th fret on the G string, and we're going to play 17th bent to 19th, and this is the same idea as earlier when we were bending and reaching up and grabbing the note on the E string. But instead of grabbing that 5th note, which in this case would be an A, we're going to go up and grab the 4th, which is a G. Now you can either do what I just did and hold it, so you're having that dissonance, the half step, or you can kind of mute it, which gives it a little bit more of a rocky feel instead of like a country-ish type of feel. All you have to do is just mute those notes. I'm muting with my right hand as well, but you just release it with your, so my third finger here is bending that up. When I grab this note, I just kind of mute it a little bit before going back down and bending it back up. So there we are. We're going to release that bend and then play the 15th fret, hammer it onto the 17th fret, and then release it, pull back off to the 15th fret, and then go up and grab the A, which is the 17th fret of the E string. So all together, it's going to sound like this. Sorry. Okay, that's that little phrase. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go and play that big pentatonic run. Not crazy, but it's a good learning pentatonic run, and it's fun to play as well. So we're going to go down to the regular box shape on the B string, or on the 8th, 7th fret, I apologize. We're in B minor. So that again, if you don't know your pentatonic, there will be a lesson on that, but just take a look right now. 7, 10, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 10, 7, 10. We're going to be playing the 10th fret bent up to the 12th, which is an A bent up to the B. So we're bending 10th to 12th. We're going to play the 7th fret on the E string, and we're going to do something called a follow pattern. So we're going to be playing through the pentatonic scale in a descending order. However, we're going to skip a note and then come back up and get it. So it sounds like this. So instead of going straight down all of the notes, I'm going from the 7th fret on the E string, 7th fret on the B string, and then going back up to grab the 10th fret on the B string. So as you can see below, and then it's going to continue. Go down and get the 9th fret on the G string, go up to the 7th fret on the B string, go down to the 7th fret on the G string, and then go back up to the 9th fret on the G string. And that's where the follow pattern ends. So far on the pentatonic descending run, we have, give it a lot of vibrato. Again, that's and then we're going to do a descending pattern. 9, 7 on the D string, and then 9, 7 on the A string. Either slide or pick the 5th fret on the A string, and then you can either slide this or hammer on pull off. We're doing 7, 8, 7, 5, 7 on the A string. And that's the only time we're really playing anything that's not strict in the key, either pentatonic or full scale there. We're adding that little blues note in the B minor scale. So that rest of the run is or hammer on and pull off. So that's where we hang for a second. We hang on that 7th fret on the A string, which is an E. And now this is our last little run going up. And we are going to start at that 7th position again and do a 7, hammer on to a 9 on the D string, and play a 7 on the G string. Now this is just a little tag before it gets into that main run. So it's pretty quick. You can play it or not. I think it sounds pretty cool getting into it, and it adds a little bit of a jump and a transition into the rest of what you're playing. So we play that 7, hammer on 9, and then 7 on the G string, and then you play an ascending major scale, basically, starting on the G of the D major scale. So we're going to play on the G string, we play 12, 14, 16, move up to the B string, 14, 15, 17, which is C sharp, D, E, and then we're going to play those same 3 notes, not notes, frets on the E string. So we have 14, 15, 17, and then we have 14, 15, 17 on the E string again. So we have G, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A. So we've played through an octave and one more note. So, and after we play that 17th fret on the E string, we're going to slide up to the D on the E string, which is the 22nd fret. Apologize. Play the 21st fret, and then we're going to play the 22nd fret on the B string again. If you have a 22 fret guitar, you'll be able to play that. If you do not, if you have Strat, you can bend the 21st fret up a half step from C sharp to D, and then go down to the 17th fret on the E to grab the A. And you might like the way that sounds better anyway, so take your pick. you can choose either. But that's it. That's the end of the solo. We've already made it. So this is that last ascending run again, with a little tag on the beginning, and then add a lot of vibrato to that note, because that's what cool people do. So that's it. I'm going to play it through one more time. I'm going to add a little bit of vibrato, you know, some pinch harmonics here and there, and make it sound funny. So here we go. So that's it. Feel free to subscribe below if you like what you see. Please go to reverbnation.com/Ryan Miner Guitar. You can download all of my original music there. Follow me on Facebook, find me on SoundCloud, anything that you use. I appreciate all the support. Like it if you like it. If you don't, let me know what you don't like. Feel free to send me messages about what you would like to see if you have any other lessons that you have in mind. Thanks for watching, guys. Rock on.